Mm. Hold up. I think it's working now. Uh, Give me just a minute. Sucking on a caramel coffee, sugar-free Werther's. Is my signal okay? It seems very blurry. Um, Hold on a minute. I might have to. How's that? Nope, signal's low. Give me a minute. We're gonna have to run a cord all the way through the attic, all the way because we got our internet hooked up uh yesterday, but I'm gonna have to directly connect my internet. Is it blurry for you guys? My face froze up. Hold on, let's try this. How about now? Is it better now? Because I might just have to stay off camera until I get it fixed. Yep, blurry. Got it. Thank you. Thank you, unknown female. Hey, Thea. Hey, bitch talks. How you doing? Ooh, France. Hey, Michael. Kat. Yeah, Thea, I got to get it all set up, but for some reason, hey, I found Dory. For some reason, with the internet is very like we got the fastest one, but for streaming, I don't think it's going to work out the way we have it set up. So that's good. I'm glad I tested this out. Okay, as Mommy Ramblings would say. Okay. Oh, you're in the middle of Kroger. Why don't you go ahead and put me on speaker so I could embarrass you, Siren? Huh? Could say some filthy things out loud. Wow. Hope you're doing good, Cole. It's so good to have. You know what? It's really nice. It's so good to have people around that at one point you didn't understand each other or you didn't want to understand each other. Um, so it's nice to be peaceful with people. I really enjoy that. That is something that I thoroughly enjoy. Bitch Talk says, waking up the cat my cousin gave me is a male and an asshole. Oh, you just got a new cat? Aw, I'm going to change my avatar. I like the black and white one better. Hey, Seth, how you doing? I hope you're doing good. All right, guys, we'll gather around. Well, that sucks at my camp because I finally found my tarot cards. They were packed away and I haven't done those in forever. But anyways, gather around. I got my coffee and my Werthers, and I'm ready to gather. Chance, chance, no, no, dance, no, chance, no, dance, no, chance. Give me second chances. That's so cool! I won! Yay! Ow! Ow! My thank you, Cole. Yeah, I'm gonna do something with my background. Like, I mean, I know it's blurry, but I think that wall's gonna be green screen, like for TikToks and stuff. I'm not really sure. And then, maybe plants or something. But yeah, I'm still blurry, so I'm turning the camera off. I apologize about that. You'll be in and out for this live. You're watching and listening to the Steelers game. Hey, I think my husband is a Steelers fan. No, hold on. Butthead. I think they're the Patriots, actually. Is it New England Patriots? Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, happy Sunday, Seth. It's good to see you. Hey, Angie, love you, miss your face. If you guys didn't see, one of my favorite people that I've ever met on this platform was here in town. She'll be here for a little bit longer, but I won't be able to see her again. Living Like Phoenix was here. So we had dinner with her last night, and it was really nice. That's the part of YouTube that I enjoy. You're just over there watching your home team lose again. Is your home team the what was the one she was talking about? The Steelers? I don't do sports, so I don't know. I only do halftime shows if they involve a pop diva or Maroon 5, but they sucked. Maroon 5's concert also was not very good. Hey, Tara with Trisha. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, so anyways, we've got settled in to our new house and adjusting to all the different things. And Brooklyn is adjusting to all of a sudden deciding that she wanted to pee on her brand new carpet upstairs. So we're adjusting her to that. We still have to get artificial turf installed outside. Do any of your dogs do that when you move? Because she's very stubborn, and I'll take her out and like we got to walk further for grass, but she won't pee or poop outside when I take her on walks. Stubborn ass. So luckily we bought a carpet shampooer because she ain't gonna keep that shit up, literally. Hey Mia, unknown female is a Seahawks shithawk fan. I kind of like that. I'm off camera because now I can vape. I don't like to vape on camera. I think it's trashy because it's trashy. Usher is doing the Super Bowl this year. Oh shit! I heard the rumor that Pink and Rihanna were going to do it together. I'm like, no. Pink by herself would be fine. Rihanna last year, you kind of bored me, but you know she was pregnant, so whatever. You know, your home team is the Carolina Panthers, and they're awful. My home team is the Denver Broncos, and we call it Bronco country out here in Colorado. Our fans are pretty intense, especially when there's a Raiders game. But I think the Raiders moved to Las Vegas, didn't they? I think they're still like our main rival. I don't understand the whole sports thing. I don't like. It's fun to play. I mean, surprisingly enough, I play good. I'm good at playing sports. I just haven't in a long time, but it's not that serious, and that people get so serious with it. Like evil, they get in fist fights. It's kind of like YouTube drama, but with sports. And yeah, you know what? Back when I went to Vegas to get married is when I discovered that the Raiders had moved. I wouldn't have known that otherwise. Apparently Usher announced it. Your Chihuahua does that too. Cole, what about your Chihuahua? Because she's a smaller one. Does she do that? Like almost pees just to have vengeance towards you for something? I feel like she's holding shit against us. Cher should do the Super Bowl. I agree. And you know what, Cole, that song that you tagged me in, it's a pretty good song. I heard her Christmas album isn't going to be like your normal Christmas music. It's going to be just like her regular sounding music just for Christmas. Your home team is the New York Giants. Only football I watch is our local high school team, Kat says, because your son plays varsity. Yeah, like that was fun in high school, going to the pep rallies. And I was the year 2000 that I graduated. So you had to chant your year name and we'd say 00, 00, 00, double, 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 zero. And then it would be like which class, the sophomores, the seniors, juniors, or freshmen, which one can chant more. Everybody would boo the freshmen. Isn't that shitty? Yours are the Spartans and Wolverines, and yes, you're Chai. You're serious about your teams, but you haven't punched anyone. Well, I mean, I guess I can understand if you're like betting money on it, which is that even legal, by the way? I don't know. I don't say if you're betting money if it's not, but I mean, I could understand that, or like, you're really relying on them to win for something. But really, it's just a bunch of hot men running around and hopefully some filthy jock straps, That's really all I wonder about. It's like, should I walk around with their jock strap as a oxygen mask all day afterwards? How much is that on OnlyFans? Just kidding. I do that with my husband's. Hey, Zana. Yes, go Broncos. See, if I was to root for any team, I'm going to go for my home team, even if they suck. Like the Colorado Rockies, they're really not that great. I mean, I think they just recently went to the World Series. I could be wrong, but it's just, I go for I'm not a big meat eater, but I'll get like a beef hot dog and some popcorn at the game and maybe a beer, probably definitely a beer, actually. Scratch all the other stuff. Because if I'm sitting in that sunshine, I'm getting wasted. Not sorry. You moved Lulu and peed once in the bedroom. She's never done that before. It took her about 2 weeks to settle in. See, that's what I'm telling my husband and my brother-in-law. I'm like, she's confused. She doesn't understand. I don't think dogs understand it's a house. I think they just think it's like a place where you sleep and you eat, and then a place where you go potty. And unfortunately, she's trying to figure out, where the hell do I go potty? She's not like the cats where they just, go straight for the cat box, or Doja, who just does it in the corner of her cage. Doja's so organized. She's so cute. She has like a place for her food. She has a bathroom. Like, she goes in certain places. You haven't had a beer in years. Yeah, I'm not normally a beer drinker, but if I go to like a game, you got to have a beer, like a cold beer. Robbie, you can cheer burr. It's cold in here. There must be some trolls in the atmosphere. You have fat ginger, like the send button on my phone. Oh, taking you for a ride while I take cans to my grocery store to turn in. Okay, well, be safe. The Nuggets have a good team. See, I don't pay any attention to basketball. I don't know when there's a home game. I don't know any of that shit. All I know is I go to the Denver Nuggets arena for most concerts I go to. You were a heavy beer drinker. You don't have taste for it anymore. You know what? Everybody has like they want this like ale dark beer. And I'm like a Pabst Blue Ribbon guy. Like, I like the cheap shit. Or what is it? The knockoff version of Bud Ice. Like, that's the kind of beer that I would drink. Or a Corona with a lime. That's pretty good. Hey, Daniel Barry, you're drinking a beer and it isn't helping with another loss. Uh-oh, Seth is going to be breaking shit by the end of this live stream or the game. It's almost like marking territory. Well, yeah, hopefully the cats don't start doing it because Brooklyn's doing it. But luckily, we have mostly wood floors. It's just upstairs. We had to get a doggy gate so that when we're not home, she doesn't come upstairs. Are you drinking a Mad Dog? No, I'm not drinking alcohol. I have to meet a friend for dinner around 5 p.m., so I'm just doing laundry and stuff right now. If I drink nowadays, it's just a White Claw. Like, White Claws are good. And they're gluten-free. Hey, Angela. Angela, I can't turn on my camera because, look, it's blurry. But Angela got me I had to cancel my wish list because we're having too much problems even ordering anything from Amazon at the new address. So, but she got me a security camera. So we're going to set it up in one of the windows up here. So thank you. I really appreciate that. Ooh, yeah, good draft beer is good. All beer is nasty to cats. Xana has season tickets. What it is, the Ball Arena now? Yeah, it used to be called the Pepsi Center. I still call it the Pepsi Center, but yeah, it was Ball Arena. And they should just leave it Mile High. Yeah, Mile High now, it's not even called Invesco Field anymore, is it? It's like Sports Authority Field or something like that. Coloradans are bonding over our stadiums. Robbie is too young to know about Mad Dog. Ooh, no, I used to get a 40 of Mickey's when I was in high school, which, by the way, I'm not promoting underage drinking. We would get 40s of Mickey's, and holy shit, weighed like 70 pounds and was probably like 5'2" when I was in high school. That's probably why I got cast as Barnaby Tucker in Hello Dolly, because I was really short. And yeah, I would drink people under the table. But that's a whole other subject. Alcohol poisoning, Everclear, taking the little short guy to school parties, house parties. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Yeah, Angela, thank you. We just set up the Wi-Fi yesterday, so we're going to set it up, and hopefully it doesn't run slow like when I go on camera, like it's all blurry and stuff, and I freeze up. Promise not to punch anyone or break anything. Yeah, they keep changing. It's always going to be Mile High to me, Xana. You drink grape soda now, trying to get it up. I am vaping a grape soda vape currently, and it is delicious, which I'm trying to quit vaping. Trying to get into shape. I've been doing like push-ups and sit-ups and, squats and all that shit, but I really need to get my ass in gear. Really need to get my ass in gear. Yeah, Mad Dog. What was the other ones that we used to get? Wait, I don't know. What's the statute of limitations for bootlegging? I guess I'll just leave that out. We used to wait outside the stores when we were younger, but that's not something anybody should do. So I'll just leave that there. Oh man. Sex burns calories. That is correct information. Also releases endorphins and pleases your partner. Okay. Um, you found out caffeine messes with anxiety. Oh my God, yes. Unknown female. I mean, I'm drinking caffeine right now and vaping, so I am going to have anxiety throughout the day. Period. It's going to happen. You're trying to get into vaping to get away from cigarettes. Angie, you will never go back to cigarettes once you find the right flavors that you like. And then eventually you could switch to no nicotine if you want. But I mean, for me, when I went to no nicotine, I was just getting headaches and getting really cranky. Unfortunately, I've got hooked, I think, to the nicotine again. Bechdel Real has been a member for 30 months. You're awesome, Bechdel Real. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. So anyways, yesterday I had, hold on, let me get a drink of my coffee. Let me hit this shit. Jilly Bear member for 6 months. I appreciate that, you guys. I'm trying to do something different for members. I know like everybody has different styles of music that they like, but a lot of my music I've been like setting to members only and stuff. So I just appreciate the support, but I try to like do posts or videos for members. But I appreciate the support either way. No nicotine, THC is good for you. THC would give me severe anxiety. But I know a lot of people that use it and they're just love it. Your friend gave you his vape, but I seem to only vape when you work. Yeah, do it. Switch to vape. You won't smell like cigarette. I mean, Angie, in person, you didn't smell like cigarette smoke. You were adorable and beautiful and smelled great. But you won't have that smell anymore. Like smoking cigarettes just made me feel gross. Vaping, it gives me like a sore throat and like dry mouth and stuff, but it doesn't make me feel like gross. But it does give me anxiety. It's the complete opposite for me. Penguin! I love you, Penguin. So good to see you. Miss your beautiful face. Xana has a great grape cartridge right now. Grape is your favorite. The 1% won't give you anxiety. I accidentally did, I think it was a 12 the other day, and I didn't realize it. It said 12 ml, whatever that means, and I think I'm used to the 5, and holy shit. Hey, Foxy in the Boxy, I hope you're doing good. So anyways, yesterday I scheduled a live stream, and then I thought about it, and I was like, I'm deleting this. I'm not even going to go on and do that. And by the way, I want to say thank you to my friends that are always honest with me and encourage me not to give people attention because then it goes like back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I really just don't give a shit to do that, especially with people that used to be my friends, 28 months, bitch talks. Thank you. And especially like with dinner yesterday with Amber, somebody that I love is one of my best friends in the world, in or outside of YouTube. Our relationship is more outside YouTube. I don't really she doesn't really come on here much anymore. But, she was talking, she was like, when I met you, you would do these streams and they were fun and stuff like that. But then afterwards, if I would have met you like in the last year or so, it's different because you get consumed and you get sucked into dramatic shit. And recently, like it's been with people that I was comfortable sharing personal information with, people that I was comfortable venting to, people that I was just comfortable to say whatever, and it was, it's different because, and you all have these friends, whether it's on YouTube or off, you have those friends that you could vent to so that you don't make a fool of yourself online, or you don't make a fool of yourself, um, dragging people in person, or like fighting with somebody in person. So when you do that, all I will say about that is be very careful about the things you say. Even if you're like laughing, making fun of somebody with your friend privately, or whatever it is. Because recently I've had a specific person who is just spreading private messages around like it's fucking cake frosting on a birthday cake. And it's what it is to me is it makes this person look bad, in my personal opinion, because all it shows is wait a minute. If all the stuff that I said to you was so terrible before and you were okay with it, now that you don't like me, all of a sudden it's a problem. So it shows me that you can't keep a solid opinion of your, or solid morals of yourself. You just, go out and all of a sudden change your mind and just be a bitch because I blocked you. I mean, basically, that's the gist of it. Seth says, even if you're being respectful, low life creators twisted, unfortunately. Yeah. And I mean, hey, Scotty, I've been, I talk a lot of shit with close friends or vent. And, it's probably a lot more vulgar than on here because you're comfortable with that person and you feel like you're in a safe setting. Um, but recently, I will say this, some I'll just say her name, fuck it. Amy was she dropped like all these messages from when, like, I used to have that Karen is watching channel that eventually I told everybody was me. I used to have lots of different channels where I would do clips or just funny stupid shit. And so I had made one. And by the way, there were no children in any of the videos. But I did take a picture because Mandolin never fucking goes on camera. So what I did was I was speaking privately to Amy. And I was like, oh my God, look at this. And just showed her a picture of Mandolin. And her kids just so happened to be in the picture. So Amy turns around, and the other day when Hooker and Mando were live, Hooker says, hit a one if you're not okay with people passing around your children's photos. And guess who hit a one? Amy did. But you know how you can click, like if somebody sends you something in Messenger, you can hold down on the message and you could either heart it, you could hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, or haha. Well, in the screenshot, Amy's clearly laughing at it. She was clearly okay with it then. So that's what I'm talking about. People completely flip their morals. They flip the narrative just because you don't want them in your life anymore. Um, Seth says, I've been silent for months and I have seen a lot. I appreciate you, Robbie. We've been able to maintain a friendship even during bad times. Absolutely. And misunderstanding, Seth. And, it's normal. But as long as people communicate through it, it's, it's cool. It usually ends up okay. Unknown female says, Robbie, the troublemakers are always looking for a response. Shield Maiden says, new sub, never watched you before. It saw you. I saw you handle Baroness the other night and give mad respect for how you handled yourself. Yeah, I've only seen Baroness around, like in chats. I think, I don't know, maybe in mine but I've seen her name. I don't think I've ever interacted with her. So a lot of the questions she was asking were weird. And I mean, I didn't mind answering her questions on TT's panel. But when she was like, I don't think you're being honest with me, but okay. I'm like, wait, about what? And she didn't really explain it. But yeah, that was an odd conversation. I'll just leave it at that. Like you or not, my views stay the same. I'm my own person. Yeah, and a lot of people will throw that in people's faces, love you, Christola. Sadly, certain people can twist things, but the truth always comes out. It personally happened to me. Yeah, and Penguin, I don't even like feel the need. Back to what I was saying about Hooker and Manda. You know, she's using the word predator and you're a predator. Um, no, I'm not. Listen, everybody, all of you people, especially if you're friends with Amy, you're definitely passing pictures back and forth. Okay. And talking shit. It had nothing to do with children. So you can twist whatever narrative you want to. And that's why, I was going to go live and prove different things. But all it does is go back and forth. And I don't give a shit what you say about me because, I mean, most of the time people think these people are crazy anyway with their stupid conspiracies. But Amy, if you were so solid and set in your morals, why were you laughing at things? Why was I this amazing person before? And another question to Amy, I saw her say in a chat that my husband and I, or she said my criminal husband, by the way, because Amy looks into people and she's the one who's been looking into his parents' hotel and all that, because that's what Amy does all day. But she said my criminal husband and I are scammers and we made people pay for our wedding. Well, we didn't have a registry. That was basically our registry was just a fundraiser for the wedding. And Amy, you were at the physical wedding. How was it a scam? A scam is when you raise money for something and you don't follow through with what you pay for. And you donated to that and you drove miles to show up to my wedding, Amy. And you signed my freaking witness thing at the wedding, Amy. And you bragged about how my husband's so amazing, Amy. And just because he blocked you too, all of a sudden you get all fucking pissy. Well, too bad. Thank you, Debbie Doll. I appreciate that. Happy new house. Thank you. You can't argue with people that have their own version of reality. Well, it's so stupid. It's like, hold on. You sit on a panel where a guy raises money for booze funds every night, and I don't force anybody to donate. Did I say, you guys need to pay for my wedding? No, that was our fundraiser, and people even asked to send gifts and stuff like that. And we're like, no, like the gift is either you paying for your trip to go out there or whatever. The gift is even just having you there or even having you in the live stream chat. Either way, that's it. You don't force people to fucking donate to that. Foxy and the Boxy is surprised Lycan and his current group are still together. Well, I mean, it's only a matter of time. Listen, the only reason I had a problem with those people was because I started talking to Tiffany. And, Tiffany falls out with other people. And most of the time I don't even know, but I still have my own friendship and relationship with Tiffany. And I'm good with that. If in my personal opinion, if anybody ever has an issue with you doing the right thing, what you feel is right in your heart, if anybody tries to hold you back from making peace with somebody simply because they still have anger, that's too bad. That person, in my opinion, is the toxic person for you, and you should do what's right in your heart. I mean, perfect example is Hooker and Manda. They blocked me, everything. Fucking started going off on me because I was friends with Lil Pena Lycan. And now look at it. Can you imagine if I would have chose their side, like chose a side? So I shut Lycan out and go with Manda and Hooker, and then all of a sudden now they're friends with him again. That's why I don't do that. You guys are all adults. You have the capability of working things out yourself. And if you can't do that, you can't put that burden on your friends. And I don't tolerate that. I don't like to stick my nose in other people's business when it comes, like, unless it's trying to help them solve shit. But other than that, it's not my fucking business. And I'm pretty confident that you're an adult and you can find your way through the issues. Beautiful bitches. Hey, Tira. I hope you're doing good, Tira. I saw you post a video that are you moving or something like that? I'm going to have to catch up on that. You pay Robbie with inappropriate comments. Yeah, and that's wonderful. Angie says, I've been learning a lot about dark titrid personality types. You'd be amazed how much these people qualify. Ooh, you're going to have to send me information on that. Seth says, I think we all should have relationships based on interaction. I think people are persuaded by other people's opinions. I sure own. Seth, it is insane the amount of people that, not just with Lycan or even when I would fight with Natasha or anybody, anytime it's been publicly known that I have had a bad interaction or fought or had a falling out with somebody, you would be amazed how many people that would come in your chats or see you in chats and be like, oh my God, hey, Robbie. Hi. Oh, I love you, Robbie. I adore you. You're so fun. And they were all like, they just loved you, right? And then just because you had a falling out with somebody else that they watch or support, they all of a sudden flip like little sheep. And the funniest part about it is when you make up with people, then they come back and act like nothing ever happened. They're like, hey, hi, bitch. Haven't seen you in a while. Actually, no, scratch that. I have seen you in chat saying what a fucking piece of shit I am. I'm a scammer. I'm a fake bitch or liar or whatever it is you were saying. And all of a sudden you come back because I'm getting along with your master. Eat a fucking dick is my response to that. Thea says, I think it's so high school to expect your friends to stop liking someone just because you've decided to stop liking them. And it's one thing if you're, because here's the thing about the internet and about YouTube specifically, is people obviously have public conversations on here. They publicly speak about people in negative ways or do commentary, whatever it is. And what's different about the real world and then coming on here, hey, Andy, is when you have a falling out with somebody, you could actually see what people are saying about you. You can actually see if your other friends are speaking poorly about you. You can see the negative things. It's not in private. They're not meeting at a restaurant together, speaking to each other, so you can't hear. You can hear pretty much everything they're saying. So it hurts us in a different way because you're seeing people that once cared for you, like saying these horrible things. And it does hurt. And so it is very important not to click on those things, but it's hard because curiosity killed the cat. And every single time it kills this little pussy. Feel me? Mm. Mm. Oh, hey, Jan. By the way, the house is fantastic and congratulations. When we get to the US, Denver is on our list. Well, we got a room ready for you. My camera keeps freezing up, but we're going to also put like a futon in the loft or up here in the office. But God, this fucking internet is really pissing me off today. So back to, it's one thing, like, of course, I do it too. You say mean stuff about people. And unfortunately, you can't take it back, even if it's not on video. It's already been heard. It's out there. But one thing I'm going to be way more careful of on here is because I love meeting people. I have so many close now family members that I love, that I've been in person, that I've spoke to for hours and hours and hours on end outside of YouTube or throughout my days. And they're a big part of my life. And that's what's important. But I'm going to be more careful about getting closer to people, especially when I see red flags. And I will say this with Amy, I saw so many red flags throughout the time that I knew her. Just her conspiracies she would come up with, tons of different shit. Just that was way out of fucking, just, what's the word I'm looking for? Over the top fucking paranoid conspiracies that I just listened to and be like, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. But that was her. That was Amy. That's why I loved her. I'm like, she's just talking out of her ass, but I loved her. But I saw a lot of red flags. And, she could sit here and say, well, I'm releasing information to defend myself. No, you're not. Releasing a fucking job that I had in the city that you knew I worked at, That's not, there was no purpose for that but to be a fucking asshole. And you were a big part of that and you did support that and you know that that was a fact. You can continue to say, that wasn't a dox because you're making a fucking excuse for yourself. You know damn good and well, all of you knew that. Damn good and well. Because I spoke to you in private when Hooker doxed that information, and Amber, Lycan, and Amy were all supportive of me. And oh my God, that's terrible. She did that. Are you going to go to the police? All sorts of shit. Now all of a sudden they're doing the same shit. And why? Because they can't handle a debate. They can't handle, a clapback. And even Lycan said himself, I had to shut him up. Yeah, you use that with intimidation tactics. You can't have an actual conversation. You can't do that. So unfortunately, that's why I would never, like, I will always forgive people, but I would never be dumb enough to be friends with those people ever again. That would just be stupid because you trusted them with even your income source, and they just hate, like, out of hatred, put that information out there. And then the excuse that they used was, well, we wanted to prove that he was lying. Yeah, I was lying about where I worked. Because just like people hold information, you lie about it basically by not saying where you work. And if people ask about it, you lie about it to throw them off. Noodle Mash did that with her own fucking address. You know, she lied about where she lived. Everybody supports that. Everybody's going to fucking do that because you protect your personal information. So when I made a post and was like, I got a new job, guys. Thank you so much. And blah, blah, blah. I'm so excited. Thanks for the prayers. I wasn't asking for money. I wasn't scamming people. I was throwing the fucking haters off. And now I can finally talk about it. I didn't talk about it for a while because they were bringing attention to it. Now I don't give a shit. Now I'm bringing to light what you guys did. You know what you did because you can't hold it over my head anymore. And Amy, Lycan, and Amber all supported that privately in our group chat. Oh, good idea. Yeah, that'll throw everyone off. Do that. So that's why I'm saying it's funny how people's morals change just because they're mad at you. I know Robbie would never dox Lycan's job. I know he ain't got one, but you get my point. No, I mean, I'll call you names. I'll call you fucking names, and I'll be a dick. But other than that, like, one of the cartoons that I had fucking made, the little thing, Hooker and Manda, and first of all, everybody knows where they work. Natasha said that. They've even said it on their live stream. They've even said Hooker's even said her boss's name on there. Okay. And she's also said it's no secret where they work. So yeah, I put a cartoon with their work in the background. Who gives a fuck? That was after they decided to go after mine, by the way. Conspiracies originate in paranoia and Machiavellianism. You're gonna have to explain that word to me. I'm dumb. Machiavellianism, primarily. They think other people's minds work just like theirs, or their basis for it, and actually true. Hard to tell. That was actually really smart to throw haters off. Yeah, everybody fucking does that. Are you kidding me? Like, why would you want people to know your personal information? Which, by the way, that's why if I ever have anybody mail something to me ever again, we're gonna get a PO box, and it's probably gonna be in a different fucking town because people they're crazy, and unfortunately, if it sucks because I'm close to a lot of people or people are kind to me, but I'll never give out my address. I'll never give out where I work now or anything like that because I mean, you never know what someone's going to do. That's what sucks is we always see people's good sides and we don't make them angry, and when you never know how someone's going to act when they're angry, and unfortunately I didn't fucking know that these people would do something like that just cuz they're mad I was talking to Tiffany. That's it. Hey, Tracy L. I love you. We're just catching up and shooting the shit, talking about random things. It's a hard one. Machiavellianism. Manipulate and calculated, the end justifies the means. Oh, okay. Okay, Tracy, I'm doing laundry and I have to meet a friend for lunch. But yeah, I'll call you when I'm in the car. You need to put Phoenix in the WWF. Did you see that SmackDown? The shorts that I've been doing? You guys have been enjoying those shorts of the kitties. They're fun. Like we hang out and I watch them do that all day long. You're gonna have a PO box too, Tira. No, Addie, unless you're my friend. Period. Yeah, and even then, I mean, look, Amy was one of the closest people to me, and look at her now. I mean, it's terrible. So fucking two-faced. And look, if I wanted to make her look bad, I wouldn't have to make up anything. I could also go back in group chats, but I'm not going to be like her. I'm not going to be vindictive and hateful because I don't want anything to do with her. That's just going to cause back and forth. There's a lot of shit those people have done that I've just kept my mouth shut about, and I'll keep it shut because all they're going to do is it's going to go back and forth and back and forth. And I don't give a fuck. I want them to fuck off. Andy doesn't choose sides, and that still gets people angry at me for not choosing a side. Same here, Andy. It's like you're always going to be pissing somebody off. Well, as long as I feel like I'm doing the right thing, I don't care who it pisses off. Don't give a shit. Yeah, and I mean that would be like me putting out Amy's husband's job or something, you know? And all of a sudden it's okay because I don't fucking like you? No, it's not okay. That's not okay. There's no excuse for that. Jilly Bear doesn't trust 99.9% of those on YouTube. It took me almost 18 years from the point of setting up a YouTube account to ever once speaking in anyone's chat. Yeah, I didn't even know there was live chats and still until Molly Golightly started going live like in 2017 or 18. Never in a million years thought that I would live stream until, you know, obviously Marissa pushed me to that point. And I'm glad she did because I met a lot of really good people. You have a PO box already. Tiff sent me a tea light from hell. And you have had your PO box for 2 years. Yeah, it's just, you know, you just got to be careful. Yeah, 115. I figured she meant 15 years, but 115 years. Yeah, that's a long time in YouTube years. Long time. So anyways, my movie that I'm working on and that's another thing. Like said, what's he doing a fundraiser for his movie? How's he getting money for his movie? I'm a fucking really good creative person, and who said that I need money for a fucking movie? I never said that. Never said that. Oh, and I got a message for the glare too, because he commented and I didn't even give him the satisfaction of commenting back. Okay, so if you guys don't know, during moving, I was home and there was a wreck involving my car and Michael's Jeep. And it was Michael and his brother. And unfortunately, you know, whatever happened and my car got rear-ended. I posted a picture of that and the glare was like, oh, so what? Now you're expecting people to pay for your car? No, glare. That's what fucking insurance is for. Michael's car was totaled. It stopped running, his Jeep. But now I mean, it was a blessing in disguise because insurance already covered his, and he's got like I would say almost a brand new. I'm not going to say almost a brand new fucking Jeep. And then my car's running great. It's just the rear end I'm getting fixed because it smashed it. There's boxes in my trunk from moving that I still haven't taken out because I can't open my trunk, and I'm gonna have to like fold the seats down. But I think a lot of the boxes are like crushed in there. Yeah, Tracy Ellen. It's like, first of all, every single person on here puts their PayPal out there. They put their memberships link or whatever it is, and Will does the same fucking thing. The glare. Not once in the 5 years I've been on YouTube that I've known that guy has he ever done anything productive in his life to move up. He's still living in the same fucking place. He's still doing the same thing. People told me to get a life a long time ago, which, by the way, it doesn't take a relationship to get a life. But meeting Michael was one of the best things ever happened to me because obviously, like, never wanted to get married. I'm married. Never thought I would buy a house. Buying a house. I never thought I never thought I would leave Aunt Sally's because we love each other so much. She didn't want me to leave ever. And I was like, well, okay, well, we never fought one time in the 5 years. What was it? 4 or 5 years I lived with Aunt Sally, not one fight. It was perfect. It was the perfect living situation. Beautiful area, beautiful home. But, y'all told me to fucking get a life, get off the internet and stuff. And I mean, I had a life outside the internet before, but it sucked me in a lot. And that's why I'm never going to allow YouTube to suck me in like that again. That's why, and I will even do a pre-recorded live stream, get everything out of my system that I want to say about somebody if I'm in a really bad mood, and then I'll delete it. I'll listen to it and sound how pathetic I sound and how it's not even worth it and how it's probably going to instigate more drama. And I'll just listen and then delete it rather than posting it. If any of you have that issue, that is a very therapeutic way to get that out of your system. Yeah, Angie, because Michael's a really good role model to me, his journey, what he's been through in life, everything he's been through and worked his ass off. Michael is the hardest worker I fucking know. Worked his ass off to get to where he is for everything that he deserves now. That's amazing. All the gifts that God's blessing him with, including me as one of those gifts. Okay. Wow. And I look up to him. He's fucking awesome. For Amy to be like his criminal husband, shut the fuck up, Amy. You knew his fucking criminal history before, and that was perfectly okay. And oh my God, Michael reminds me of my husband. Now all of a sudden he's a criminal. Shut the fuck up. You're a fucking criminal. You just haven't been caught yet. The road even, it took us 9 months for the garage to get in all the parts to fix it because it was literally a brand new car. We had owned it for 4 weeks, Julie Bear says, but our own car insurance paid. And you said when your ex and I were moving from our first apartment to the second one, some idiot hit us on a 4-lane and fled the scene. Cops couldn't find him either. $6,000 in damage to our brand new car. My God. Yeah, I had just got plates on my car like the day before that accident. And Space Monster came up with a big conspiracy. Robbie's been raging again, just like when he raged around Christmas time with a knife. You guys are, which by the way, Amy supported that too. I did not chase my husband around the house with a fucking knife. I was angry around Christmas and I pulled out a knife because first of all, I bite my fucking nails. I have no nails. I can't open anything. So instead of ripping the presents open, I was like cutting them open and cutting the boxes and shit. Amy thought that was funny, but now I'm crazy. Thank you, Cole. I appreciate that. You're winning in life and we're all proud of you. Thank you. Yeah. And see, people, they don't want to see you move on. They don't want to see you be happy or any of that stuff because they want you miserable. They don't like you anymore. So how dare you be happy and move on from them? And really, I will tell you, Amy's only angry because this time I didn't even explain why I blocked her. She should already know because she was on a panel that was dragging me again after we had already fixed our issue that we had over Tiffany. I saw that and I was like, you know what? Not even wasting my time explaining to her. I'm not wasting my time with this person anymore. I can't deal with the two-faced stuff. So I blocked her. And I didn't say anything publicly about her after that. Nothing. And all of a sudden she's just running her fucking mouth, sharing private messages and all sorts. Go ahead and keep doing it. I don't give a fuck. You are just showing how shitty of a person you are. And to the people that are currently talking to Amy, I hope you're being careful about the words you're saying about people, or if there's private information being tossed around or anything like that. Because as soon as you fall out with her, it's going to be out there. She's going to put it out there. She'll mostly do it incognito. Probably email people from like, incognito emails and pass information around. But yeah. Good night, Seth. I hope you have a good night. How dare you log off YouTube, right? Thank you, Jilly Bear. Blessings being bestowed upon him, including the new home and youth. Thank you. You're going to go watch your team and finish losing. Okay, well, I hope things turn around for your team. Cheers to, I think you said you were drinking a Mad Dog, right? Cheers to the Mad Dog, and hope your team does better today. Jilly Bear says, Michael seems like such a wonderful man, and those that choose to see him in a negative light are just idiots. Michael has truly been a success in changing his life around and deserves all these. Yeah, and I don't like to tell my husband really normally about any drama on YouTube. I usually like to either vent to my friends about it because it's not important to him. He doesn't care. And when I've briefly mentioned what people have said about him, or, you know, pulling his criminal record up or anything like that, he's like, so I'm open about that on TikTok. So all you're doing is you're reminding, which my husband doesn't need a reminder, but you're reminding him how fucking badass and how strong he is. I mean, YouTube is an addiction in itself, like the internet is. And these people can't even go one day without coming on here and gossiping and fucking going live and getting all up in everybody's business. So I can guarantee if they ever got involved and got heavily addicted to methamphetamines, you know how hard that is to get out of that? And how hard it was for my husband to do that. And he did. And during prison, he fucking was a badass, worked his ass off in there, did his time, and got out and worked his ass off to get where we are right now. And I wouldn't be here without him, truly. I'd probably just still be in the city working a simple job and just fucking being on YouTube and hanging out with my friends in my spare time. Hey, Moody Mary. Sending hugs because hugs are important and very undervalued. Hugs back to you. Trisha says your husband is quite the strong one, and he also looks like Daughtry. We were in one of the stores in our town the other day, and a girl told him, she's like, "Oh my god, you look like who's that Joey guy?" And she ended up he does, and I was like, "Whoa, I didn't realize it before." He also looks like Joey Lawrence with his shaved head. But yeah, he's identical to Daughtry, especially his new song. What's it called? Daughtry's new music video. Look it up. It's called, I don't fucking know. It's a good song. I just don't know what it is. Okay, bitch talks. I love you. Hope you have a good day. I'm gonna go finish the laundry, and then I gotta head to the store, and then I got to meet up with my I call her my Locomai, Colorado. She's like my Locomai. She looks like Locomai. She reminds me of Locomai. They're even one day apart, their birthdays. I'm like, oh, you're my Locomai. You're my Colorado Locomai. I love her. All right, guys. So anyways, thanks for listening to me and hanging out for a little bit. I'm sorry that my camera is all blurry and my signal's shitty up here. I'll get that fixed ASAP. What was I going to say? I told you about, yeah, I'm still working, of course, like putting a whole movie. Yes, Artificial is the name of Daughtry's song. Putting a whole movie together is going to be really difficult, especially because I'm a perfectionist, so it might take a while. But I'm in the process of that, and then I am in the process of finishing a really good new song that I'm working on. It is one of my favorites ever. Even my husband was like, "I think this is my favorite song you've ever written." It's fun and it's really good. Love you, Tam Tam. Read my comment below about Daughtry. Wait, which one? Read my comment below the Daughtry comment. Do you mean above, or are you typing it? Below. How long were you friends with Amy? Foxy the Boxy says. Well, apparently not at all, but I met Amy like in, I don't know, 2019. It was around the time that Misery had come around, and Limonade. If you guys remember when Making Limonade and I had like a fight, our first fight, I believe, it was when Amy came in. I don't fucking know would be a good title for a song or a movie. Let's see, what did Moody Mary say? I still don't see the comment about Daughtry, bitch talks. Yeah, I don't see it. Don't see it. All right, guys. Love you, Jan. So just over 3 years. Yeah, probably about that. Probably about that. And Amy also says that I was fighting with AJ for like 5 years or something. No, that lasted only, I think, from like 2021. So like 2 years. But I don't talk negative about AJ anymore. I've actually most of the videos I did on AJ, I privated. So if you guys find any, let me know and I can private them, because when I make peace like that with somebody, I mean it. And it feels nice. I'm sure it feels nice for her too. So I don't talk about her anymore in a negative light. Anyways, yes, you have a good day too, unknown female. The one that starts with, well, whatever. Hold on, bitch. I'm scrolling up. Hopefully, whatever shit you said about me, it was nasty and downright out of this world because I need an interesting life. That one? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm scared. I don't know what you're saying. What I said about you? Take care, save Robbie. Have it. You too, Jilly Bear. Hopefully, whatever shit you said about me, it was nasty and downright out of this world because I need an interesting life. Oh, are you talking about like venting to friends and stuff? I don't think you've ever made me angry, bitch talk. So I've never, yeah, we've never had a falling out. What? This is why I don't usually say bye until he plays the outro. Yeah, exactly. We're getting there. We are getting there. Christola. You're talking about people sending DMs. Oh, yeah. No, you won't find any about you, bitch talks. You won't find any about you. But I mean, it's so fucking stupid. Okay, hold on. We're not done yet. Okay. I think that when you have a close friend or even a family member, somebody you trust, I think when you're upset with somebody or somebody is annoying you, even if your husband, your significant other is annoying you, and let's say you go to that friend, let's say that friend is Amy, and you vent to them like, oh, they're driving me nuts and it's just annoying me. And, maybe you even do that to your therapist. Okay. So you can see that as talking behind someone's back, or you could just see that as somebody being upset. And maybe instead of hurting that person's feelings and starting like an unnecessary fight, you go and you vent to your friend or your therapist or your family member about the other fucking person. Maybe you call them a bitch. Maybe you just are frustrated and get your feelings out and be like, oh, that feels better. Now I feel like it's out of my system. I'm not going to fight with them about it. Thank you for listening to me vent. I appreciate that. And then that person, Amy, goes and fucking spreads it around as soon as she gets mad at you and says, look what they were saying about you. No, bitch, look what they were saying and venting to a trusted friend. And look at that trusted friend not being trustworthy anymore. Look at that. And I will say, the only screenshot that I showed, I showed Tiffany the screenshots to correct the misinformation that I thought Lycan dropped the pornography link in our chat, but it was actually Amber. And I told them, I'll forward this on to Tiffany. Thank you. Okay. Then all of a sudden they said I was spreading that, when actually they asked me to fix the situation. And that's exactly what that did, was it proved it was not Lycan that did that. The other thing is, the only thing I did when I was really angry was I showed a screenshot of Amy talking mad shit about Lycan, which she does all the fucking time. That's it. Because they were attacking me. And I was like, okay, if you guys are going to attack me, you're not even an actual real fucking team, because Amy doesn't even fucking like you. That's it. I didn't fucking spread around personal information around to people. I didn't do all that. That's what you do. I just proved how fake you are, and you're continuing to do that. So exactly, Peach, because if you're not venting and letting things out, it's going to build up and you're going to end up snapping. So I think it's very important to not to gossip, because I hate gossiping about people I don't know anything about. I don't like that. I like my own interactions. That's why it was annoying being on the phone with Amy. She liked to gossip about a lot of fucking people that I wasn't even invested enough to even care who the fuck she was talking about. But I would just listen because I was being a friend, right? That's what you do with friends. You don't go around saying who she's gossiping about or anything unless I was a fucking asshole and an untrustworthy piece of shit. And that I am not. People say things when they're upset, and sometimes it's not reflecting their overall feelings on the person. Exactly. Exactly. But of course, that's why I'm saying it says more about the person that's all of a sudden trying to stir trouble and putting out information from even like a year ago or 2 years ago that they were perfectly fine with before and perfectly, trustworthy and letting you vent or whatever. Now all of a sudden it's a problem. No, you're the fucking problem because you're the one trying to instigate, trying to flip narratives and trying to attack somebody simply because you got blocked from my phone because I don't see you as a trustworthy person. That's it. Move on. We don't have to insult each other. We don't got to do any of that shit. But I know how you operate and you're pretty fucking real life. So there's that. Hey, Marie B. Love the new house. Good things happen. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right. I think I'm really, hold on a minute. I don't even think I can do this. Yeah, I can't even play a song because my internet's running really slow. Normally, the reason my internet was pretty good at my apartment was because I had the Ethernet cable directly connected to my desktop. Now it's just running off like the Wi-Fi, so it's being a pain in the ass. So I will get that fixed so you can see my lovely face. Okay. But what? Let me see. It's probably blurry. Yep, the signal thing just popped up and it's fucking blurry. Piece of shit. Exactly, unknown female. And if you have any friends that you're venting to and then they go and spread it around, in my own personal experience, I would say drop those motherfuckers because they're not trustworthy. I hate when you go to the shop and you can't get a damn staff member to help because they're all busy gossiping at each other. I feel you on that. I've actually had people like on their phone before and me waiting for them to help me. I'm like, hopefully that's a coworker they're talking to or their manager. All right. Anyways, I know, Peach, the lag. Am I still lagging or am I good? When I turn the camera off, it's perfectly fine. All right. I'm going to go finish laundry, get ready. I got to run to the store and get some shit done before I meet up with my locumi. Not the actual locumi, but my other locumi. Will you put up a brick wall for your background? You know who has that brick wall, Wendy? Siren does. I mailed it to Siren when I moved out of Aunt Sally's. We have green screen paint that we bought, but I don't know how good because I like the corner angle. I usually set because I have a corner desk and everything just fits good by putting it in the corner. I like that angle of the camera. So I don't know. I'll do some sort of cool background and artsy stuff or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, Jilly Bear. I appreciate that. Yeah, the kitchen is amazing. And you know what else is amazing? I ordered a brand new bidet like a long time ago before we moved. And Michael's like, we'll put it up when we move. I have never had a bidet in life, and holy shit. It is one of the most beautiful, magical things that have ever been invented in the world. Holy cow, do I feel fresh? I feel clean. I feel amazing. Hell, I turn it on just for fucking shits and giggles. Literally. It is fantastic. I highly recommend you guys getting a bidet because this ass is sweet. Yeah, I know Siren doesn't use it. That's a shame. He should. Oh, it's fine now, just your camera? Yeah. a bidet would love one of those. Julie Bear, I bought mine on Amazon like a couple of months ago. I think it was only like 20 something dollars. There's the really, really fancy ones. And then like this one has a button. Okay, this one has a button for your vagina or for your butt. And you can do like the pressure, you can turn it up or down. Now, this one doesn't have like the temperature setting, but I like the cold. It wakes me up. Also makes me refreshed. It's like throwing water on your face during the day. And I'll use the vagina sprayer to spray my ball sack. I love it. Bye, Steph. You need to investigate Amazon for one. Thanks. You will not regret it. I don't know why I've never done this sooner in my life, but I am thoroughly satisfied. I love it. You'd still have to wipe off to dry. Yeah, well, Cristola, you could do that. Well, we have baby wipes anyways that are flushable by the toilet. Like we did that before our bidet. So just wipe with toilet paper or a flushable baby wipe. That's it. And it doesn't like get your whole ass wet. It's just like your butthole and your honey pot and maybe your sack, or that's about it. It's very aimed at the target. So you don't come out like dripping or anything like that. Okay. And it is pure heaven. I love it. Ooh, Bechdel Real has a heated seat. It's nice in the middle of the night. I like a cold toilet seat. I do. Cole, have you ever used a bidet? They're amazing. Real quick on Temu has really cool products too. Yeah, I'm sure they have bidets on Temu. Ooh, there's a dryer on your bidet? Okay, now that's fancy. Ooh, you know what they should, I'm sure they have this, but like they should invent to where it has like soap, like a perfume or soap or like a smelly good thing that makes your butt crack smell real good. Yeah. Like a fragrance one. Like it blows out like vape smoke fragrance onto your butthole, you know? Yeah, yours sounds really fancy, Beck. Bet you just so fresh, so clean. Or a powder puffer, yeah, to keep you dry throughout the day. You could also there's this ball sack lotion. I forget what it's called. It's basically like deodorant for a ball sack that smells very sexual with uh, pheromones. That way, immediately after using your bidet, somebody will want to pounce on you like a mad rabbit from hell. Could probably find some just for that and add it. Yeah, because it like sprays out of these tubes. I don't know. Michael set it up, so I don't know if it's like separate from. I mean, obviously, it's not spraying toilet water into your butt because that would be counterproductive. And plus, most of the time, we have the bleach tablets in our tank. Methamphetamines up a booty bump up my hole. I do not want to go back to those days. Okay? Please. But yeah, like powder. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. I'm going to experiment and let you guys know how it goes. But like we used to have the light up thing on the toilet, but you pee on that too much. Like pee gets caught on the light and it just looked like it's hard to clean. And it's just no. Would you go back to a regular toilet? Wendy, I don't think I would want to now. It just feel like now I wonder, I'm like, God, I don't feel, I mean, I'm obviously way cleaner than I was before because it basically it just okay, this is a little graphic, but you know, you should wipe until there's nothing left to wipe and the toilet paper is like clean. Okay. With the bidet, you don't have to wipe as much because it's like washes all of my sins away. Hey, Jets mom, happy belated birthday. I love you. Now my signal's not letting me highlight comments. How did we get on this topic? Well, we were talking about Amy and then all of a sudden we went to shit. That's how. Makes sense. But yeah, happy belated Jets mom. I love you. But I guess the final message to Amy and them is like, I cared for you guys at one point and I don't care to go back and forth with you. because you piss me off, and I'm just gonna cut you down and call you names, and it's gonna piss you off even more. I know myself. I'm gonna insult your looks, which I don't want to do. I'm gonna insult, like, Amy the other day was like, Robbie looks so enough. I'm just gonna leave it at I'm gonna leave it at that. I mean, I won't make it a competition, and that's why I'm gonna be nice. It's spelled bidet. Yeah, like bidet, bidet. You always come in at the best points. Yeah, we're talking about cleaning our holes. Which, by the way, would come in handy if you're like cleaning the toilet and you accidentally get cleaner in your eye. Just turn on the bidet, it'll shoot right up to your eyes and wash out your eyeballs. You know how they have like those emergency kits to clean your eyeballs out and stuff? Put your face down in the toilet and give yourself a swirly and turn the bidet on. Win-win. Win-win. Jilly Bear says, I guess Amy isn't in the market for any new friends ever, because anyone who could trust her after that DM releasing doxing BS would be a huge fool. Yeah, like, so you guys know how when I had that Karen is watching channel and stuff, I would clip everybody. I'd clip myself, I'd clip Natasha, Miss Portland, I'd clip everyone. I'd be like, now I'm going to make a video about myself. Amy Amy, who hates Space Monster, I don't know if she did it under an account, under Cognito account, or sent him directly to Space Monster, but Space Monster did a whole video of private messages of me and Amy. The only way Space Monster would have got those messages is from Amy. So she's even going to like the person she publicly hates to try to get to me. So yeah, you're absolutely right, Jilly Bear. She's proving how much she cannot be trusted as a friend. Even, I mean, look, I could sit here and show you message after message and voice recordings of her talking shit about Lycan, saying what a fucking grifting piece of shit he is. And I'm not, because I don't give a shit. Lycan will see in time. He will see in time, because even the day I got in a fight with Lycan and you were currently talking shit about him, which I'm sure you still are. That's how you operate. So yeah, she is acting like a bitter ex. She is. But that's how you operate. Like, even seeing the way you spoke about Lycan, I mean, it was another red flag to me. Like, what's she saying behind my back? Which, by the way, I'm not going to say who, but somebody that went to my wedding when I had a falling out with Amy, they said, I didn't want to say this because you were friends with her, but now I guess it's not going to really do anything. But Amy was talking a lot of shit about you behind your back. And I was like, what? No. Yes, she sure was. Like, while we were, while she loved me. So, but it makes sense because the way she talks about liking it didn't surprise me at all. So, never be friends with the Regina George. Actually, I think I would get along with Regina George. She's cool. And Gretchen Wieners. I love her. Sounds like a 12-year-old throwing a tantrum. I know. And I'm sure, you know what? I'm allowed to vent too, but I'm not up here posting your private information. I'm just speaking my point of view without trying to be disrespectful. Because I'm trying not to fucking go at you and drag you and talk about your looks and all that, because I want to be a better person. Yeah, and that's that. Nothing smells worse than desperation, Amy, to send private DMs to someone you don't even like, aka Space Monster. That's just stupid and gross. Yeah, and she didn't like Manda and Hooker either. And then look, she's fucking she's sharing everything all over the place, trying to get people to come at me because she can't fucking face me herself. And I don't want her to, because I blocked her. I blocked you for a reason. I don't trust you. I don't like you anymore. Move on. I appreciate your friendship while I had it, and now it's over. We can both move on. What I mean by that is Regina put out the meme book. It's the same thing as releasing private messages. Bingo. Yeah, that's what the burn book, right? Isn't that what it's called? Amanda Seyfried character? Can't remember. Oh, the one that says she has ESPN. Crystal, yeah, she's funny too. They're all funny. I hope they make a sequel to that. And I also hope they make a sequel to Clueless. I would really like that. Oh, and by the way, Peach, before I go, they're making a Scream video game that is supposedly supposed to be a prequel to the original Scream, the video game. I'm not a big video game person, but I think I would want to play that game for sure. Some people just never ends. Yeah, Kat. And these people will sit there and they'll go on and on and on. And one thing I even realize about myself after a while is people don't want to hear your shit every day. It's one thing to vent, but when every day you're going live, and especially these people that go live every single day, and they're literally up there for hours, just it's the same wording, but they're talking about different people and they're just going at everybody one after another after another. And I've even caught myself, that's why it's great that I made peace with AJ, because I even caught myself just venting and dragging her, talking poorly about her over and over and over again. And after a while, not only do you get sick of yourself doing that, but your loved ones also get sick of it. And they're like, you are being very toxic right now. You're not doing anything productive. You don't need to prove yourself to anyone. And then I'd use the excuse, oh, well, I'm just trying to, fix this lie or that lie. Listen, you're never going to keep up. And I'm not talking about AJ right now, by the way. In general, if people you feel are lying about you, you're never going to keep up with them, because then they're just going to come up with another thing to come at you for. You're going to piss them off even more. They're going to come up with more lies. So what are you just going to keep going live every single fucking day? And also to the people that tune into that stuff every day, I would go into people's chats, and even especially if it's people I don't know who they're talking about, unless I have something to include in the conversation, I come in, put a heart, say hi to people, and dip out, because I don't want to hear that negative shit. I will watch a crab leg mukbang before I will just listen to gossip about new gossip that I don't know the people they're talking about and just be invested in it. It's toxic. And I got very addicted to that feeling of responding and clearing my name and stuff. But listen, you're never going to see eye to eye with somebody who has their point of view. They're very stern in their stance and they're not backing down. And neither are you. So you either have a choice to continue with that and let it get more toxic, or just let it go, or make peace, or whatever it is. But staying in that mind frame every day, and then when people ask you, oh, you have a YouTube channel, what do you do? I fucking talk shit about people, and I'm very toxic to myself and others. Wow, maybe I should change. You don't have anything productive or that you're proud of on the internet to tell that person. So, I used to tell people all the time, oh, I just, I talk about different subjects, joke around, have fun, do tarot readings, maybe paranormal, whatever, make music. And I was proud to say that. Lately, I have not been proud to give my YouTube channel to people and say, subscribe to me, because I'm going to drag a bitch. It's not a good feeling. But it is a good awakening to have people that you love and trust tell you outside of YouTube, or, if they care about you and you speak to them offline, to tell you, yeah, I don't watch your channel anymore. You have become very negative. And I love my friends that tell me that, because that is a real friend. They're not going to encourage that shit. They're not going to root me on, because they don't want me doing it. They don't want me hurt. They don't want me hurting other people. And they won't fucking do that. Yes, Peach does play games on her channel, and you should check it out. I like watching her 3D stuff. Oh, you're going to play it. Okay, yeah. You'll probably definitely play it before me, Peach. It's bad for the body. They're going to give themselves health problems with all the negativity. Well, a lot of them already are open about health problems that they have, and they're just adding on top of it. Stress also, gets to my back, my nerves, my anxiety, all sorts of shit. It's not healthy, but hey, if people want to stay in that mindset because they're getting huge, big numbers, fucking let them. Let them. Listen, I've had on paranormal streams, I've had over 1,000 people in my chat. On drama streams, I've had up to almost 500 people in my chat. But you know what came along with those big numbers? Big amounts of fucking anxiety and real life assholes. That's what. So if that's worth it to you guys to do that because there's a number next to your name, that's a really shitty way to have self-validation. Robbie, can you do an after dark show once in a while? Relationships, dating. I think that would be fun. Yeah, I used to stream at nighttime. Now with the new schedule that I have here, I think I'm probably more available to do that at nighttime. So yeah, that'd be fun. You know what I used to do at night, Cole? I used to do it's a story that the whole chat makes up, and I just read each comment one after another with whatever topic or word or item or name that you throw in, and I have to do it in order, and I have to improv like a scary story or a funny story. It usually ends up ridiculous. To do that at nighttime, that was fun. You're gonna start your spooky season tonight? What is it? Is that a TV show? I want to see the second season of Courtney Cox's show. Is it The Shining Veil? That's a great show. Season 1 was out. I can't remember. I think it's on Amazon Prime or something like that. But it's a really good show. I love it. It's a mix of scary and funny and all that stuff. I never finished Wednesday. I thought it was great, but I have a really short attention span, and dedicating an hour to a full episode just feels like shit unless I'm super invested. So, and I'm super invested in Courtney Cox's show. So even if it's an hour, I'll watch it. Yes. Thank you for dropping their links, bitch. Are they doing season 2? It's on Stars. Yeah, season 2. They just did the advertisement for it. The trailer is Courtney Cox was put in like a 5150 lockdown mental institution for a while. They said she had like schizophrenia. So now she's coming out of it. And the news story is she's going back to her home, and her family has become close to the ghost. And like they're her mother, and she's like, it's like a rivalry season. Yeah, tarot channels are good too. Ooh, cinnamon toast crunch popcorn. I got that a while back. It was pretty good. It just tasted like churros. Is it okay for your mods to drop links to Brittany's channel? Of course. Yeah. You're wanting to learn about being a tarot reader. You know what? Unknown female, I've always tested my intuition and stuff, and I go with my intuition. And people have said to me, like, oh, you have to do tarot readings like this or that or that. I trust spirit when I'm doing it to just show me whatever message, and the message through the cards. That's how I do my tarot readings. And it's mainly just testing my intuition and then pulling tarot to like go along with whatever I'm saying. Yeah, it is a really good show, Cristola. It's a really good show. I also like watching like paranormal stuff where it's like the real stuff where they go and investigate, but some of them are real fake. That's why I like doing that stuff live, because then you can't mess with the audio, you can't mess with the video. Everybody's seeing things in real time. Cole's been watching baby orangutan rescue videos. Aw, that's adorable. We just saw a baby monkey at the zoo. I think it was an orangutan, but the mama was sitting there with it. It was so cute. I believe they're all demons, not spirits. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you should have a strong faith when you're doing it, and surround yourself with positive light. But it definitely does invite evil in for sure. So you got to be careful. We need a second episode of Bussy? Are you talking about a male vagina? A bussy? Please tell me that's not an actual show. I mean, I'd probably give it a chance, but whatever. Oh, Brooklyn's crying at my office door. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Yeah, there's Brittany J's channel. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna go finish up stuff. Cristola, you're right. I say I'm fucking leaving all the time, and then I don't. But I haven't been on here in a while, like at my desktop. So, and I'm sorry. I hate being off camera. I don't feel it's connected. I don't like it. But that's how I have to do it for now until I fixed what's going on with the internet over here. So have a beautiful day. I'm not going to fucking be ADHD anymore, and I have to go. Okay? Jesus. So have a wonderful day. Goodbye. No chance. No.